One of the things that I really hate is when you have an important day and you make sure that you go to be early so that you wake up early. But what ends up happening usually is that you can fall asleep. In fact, you might be watching this video right now because you are tired to Google how to fall asleep quickly. What's also quite frustrating is that when you feel inspired, whatever it was, because you watched some kind of the movie or a video, you feel like you want to get your life together. You sit out there and start planning your day. You finally found the purpose to pursue. You are motivated, determined. You write down to-do lists and promise yourself that the next morning you are going to follow that plan. You ignore your friends' invitations to hang out, put aside your phone, and go to the bed so that you wake up early. You are lying on your bed trying to fall asleep. 5 minutes passes, 10 minutes, and you turn around. And try every pose, but for some weird reasons you can't fall asleep. Your mind starts remembering all the shit that you have been through. Things you thought that you have forgotten, but your brain keeps digging and digging to bring up your worst memories. You get so caught between these memories you that forget what you're actually supposed to sleep. After some time, when you pick up your phone and you realize that you have been lying on your bed for an hour, you try to get that off your brain, but your brain isn't a fool. It will remember another nonsense to distract you. Of course, the next morning you aren't going to wake up as early as you have promised yourself. Neither you are going to follow the little to-do list that you came up. Your entire plan is just ruined because you just couldn't fall asleep last night. You might have to wait for another inspirations moment. In case if what happens again, I have got solutions for you. I have had the same problem and I have accidentally found solutions. I remember when I was in college, I was in my dorm room just browsing the internet around midnight and I came across audiobooks. I loved read books then, but I have never been a fan of the audiobooks. For some weird reason, I had a negative opinion about them. However, I thought I would give them a try. Honestly, I was fascinated because I found it much more interesting than actually sitting out there and reading a book to page. So I lied down on my bed and keep listening. Unfortunately, I fell asleep in 5 to 10 minutes. The next day, I had a long busy day, but at night when I came back home, I struggled to fall asleep. I was lying on my bed for some time already, and it didn't seem like I'm going to sleep anytime soon. So I said, why not to listen an audiobook like last night? I turned out an audiobook where my earnest, and believe it or not, I fell asleep immediately. The problem is that your brain can't stop thinking even when you are sleeping. It's dreaming, playing around your memories. So when you are lying down and trying not to think about anything, your brain thinks about whatever crosses in its way. Often you find yourself thinking of the last things you would want to think about at the moment. So you have to give your brain something to concentrate on while trying to sleep, instead of remembering your worst memories. Remember how it was when you were a little kid. Your mom would tell you the bad story and you would fall asleep in the between. That's exactly what you need. A bad story. Not necessarily an audiobook, but anything that you could listen to. Just make sure that it's not a movie or something you have to watch, something that you could listen to while lying on your bed with your eyes. Like your favorite podcast or an interview. Try it out and let me know if it works with you. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.